Introducing the all-new Corolla.
Sorensen Media Group Television Operations Manager Roy Gamboa says that at voteguam.com you can cast votes for the gubernatorial race, the senatorial race, the delegates race, and the attorney general's race.
So voteguam.com is basically a website that Pacific News Center is putting out there to get a feel for how our voters would vote today.
Sorensen Media Group Promotions and Social Media Coordinator Kimberly Bloss explains.
You can log on to your PC, your Apple devices, basically any of your smartphones or computers, and cast your vote. You can only vote once a day.
You can, however, vote every day if you like, just as long as it's once a day. And for those who think that they can game the system.
So once we started beta testing, we noticed that there was a bunch of votes that jumped up on one party and not the next. And we thought it was a little odd. And of course, what was happening was people were spamming the website. They were jumping on there and putting in erroneous votes. And that's not the purpose of the website. We want to get your vote and make that vote count for that day. So what's put in place is safety measures to ensure that although you might think you're getting 10 votes in or 20 votes in, there are security measures to make sure that those erroneous votes are pulled out. Those things are going to be removed. So from time to time, you might see your votes fluctuate. You're going to jump up 25 votes, but 10 might be pulled back.
Gamboa says the program will filter out extra votes coming from the same IP address. Bloss says it's a good way for voters to prepare themselves for the actual election.
I think it's a useful tool for practice for the day of the election. You know, sometimes you go into vote on the ballot and you don't know some of the candidates, and then you don't know, okay, I'm not going to vote for them. Well, this gives you an idea of who's running, and then maybe if you don't know certain candidates, you can do your research and whatnot.
And one way to learn more about the candidates is to watch Coffee with the Candidates, a segment that features sit-down interviews with all of the candidates. Coffee with the Candidates airs on Saturdays at 9 a.m., Sundays at 4:30 p.m. and 10 p.m. on ABC 7. But candidates aren't the only things you can vote on.
VoteGuam.com will also ask you a couple of poll questions. For instance, how do you feel about medicinal marijuana? How do you feel about privatizing some of the government agencies? It'll also ask you about casino gambling. We don't want to bombard you, so there's only going to be a couple of questions that are going to be put on there. And that information will be shared in the future with how the island feels about certain hot topics.